recently had the opportunity to go hiking in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Stay tuned to see my beginner's tips with some awesome pictures. Hi dreamers, Coleen here, Free Spirit. Once a year I visit my daughter in Illinois, and on the way back I usually stop in Tennessee, and I do the run over the Glass Bridge and do some other runs in the town and do a little bit of sightseeing. This year I decided to go hiking, and I've never been on an actual real hike. Living in Florida, I haven't been in mountains. I've been on hikes maybe like an hour or two. I decided to go in the Great Smoky Mountains, which covers Tennessee through North Carolina and 550,000 acres and 800 square miles. Named Chicanage by the Cherokee Indians, which means place of blue smoke. The Smoky Mountains do have like a hazy mist over them. It's because of the high altitude. You'll see in some of the pictures that I took. Now, I didn't see any bears, but it says there are 2 bears for every square mile. Also, it says it's a salamander capital, which is surprising because it says it never gets over 80 degrees there, and the salamanders can grow up to 29 inches. I would have loved to have seen one of those. So first thing, when you go mountain hiking, you need to know where you're going. Hi dreamers, Coleen here, Free Spirit. Today I'm going to hike in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. I've never actually been on a full hike before, other than Florida for just maybe a few hours. I've never been on like a half day or a full day. This is just a one-day hike, no overnighters, and I'm solo and kind of already lost in the car trying to find the Alum Cave hike, which is it's not an easy one and it's not a challenging one, but it's hard, they say. So let me give you some photos of where I'm sitting, and then we'll get started as soon as I can find my trail. Okay guys, I'm like really lost now. To get just to Gatlinburg from where my hotel was in Clinton, it was about 2 hours. So I'm already running kind of late. I left really early, but now I'm running into late daylight around 9 a.m. When I went to Sugarland, which was the visitor center, all they told me was to turn left out of the parking lot and then turn right and follow the stop signs. And I haven't seen any stop signs. I've been going for a while. There's no internet connection up here, so it's just you and me, guys. So I can't even use the phone. I didn't know that had anything to do with the internet, but the phone's not working for me either. I did see a trailhead a little bit back there, Chimney Top, I think it was. And if I can't find the one that I'm looking for, I really wanted to do the Alum Cave Trail. I'll go back to that one. I've driven far, like through a couple tunnels and stuff. No clue where I'm at. But I really wanted to do that one because I already bought the patch, and I want to put it on my jacket that I just bought, but I didn't know this was a concealed carry jacket, but it's really cool because it's really warm and stuff. But okay, I'm going to go up here a little while and then turn around. If I can't find anything, I'll keep you posted. Bye.
Okay, so I made it. It looks like everybody's already here. There's actually tons of cars, a parking lot up ahead, and then all the way down the road from here. So let's see.
Guys, since I've never been hiking before, I just want to show you what an idiot I am. And what I brought, what I probably should have brought, I do have a warm jacket. Underneath I've got like a, just a t-shirt. Brought some tea, 2 different flavors in there. I got a water bottle. Got my handy dandy rucksack here. I've got, well, I'm going to put this vest in it, so if I take off my jacket, I'll still be, you know, warm if I get too hot in my jacket. All I've got in here is a little bit of trail mix. A little Bobo Bar, pumpkin spice. Here's some granola, chocolate espresso, and of course my water, and then that. This pocket. I got a really cool flashlight, which I have a feeling I'm going to need coming back, and raincoat. Okay, there's my hiking stick I was hoping I would find. Looks like everybody else has them. Never done anything like this before. It's actually 43 degrees. I've seen other people with hats and gloves, and I am fighting an ear infection, so probably didn't dress warm enough. And all y'all that are experienced with stuff like this can just be laughing at the pool that is out here. I started started out on the alum cave trails. During the 1800s, these caves were mined by Epsom salts, and also the locals would use the salt to pigment their clothing. During the Civil War, the soldiers would get saltpeter out of these caves to make gunpowder.
So this is what the trail is looking like up ahead, and it's really pretty cool. Just wish I had remembered to wear gloves. I mean, they're easy from the pack. I could just put them in and take them off as I needed to. But I'll remember that next time. Maybe I'll even get to visit here in the summer, and I wouldn't need any gloves. So the reason why I keep showing you these falls is because the stream actually runs alongside the whole trail, and I smell the skunk now. Isn't that cool? And a lot of things that I do for the first time. Okay guys, I've only gone 1.3 miles and I already had to shed my jacket, but I forgot that I had this shirt on. I call this my Indian shirt, and it's pretty warm, so I was getting kind of hot. This might be the tough part. Looks like I'm going to go through this little tunnel and end up somewhere up there where these people are going. Okay, dreamers, so this is the top of the alum cave.
Fall right
bad.
into that face first.
It's actually like an overhang, a cliff overhang. I did find out something though. Alum Cave is not the actual trail I wanted. I wanted one that's 11 miles out and back, which is the next one up. So it looks like I'm going to have to buy another badge.
A lot of people turned around after they got to the Alum Cave Bluff. Newbies.
Nice and quiet.
I started to really take my time and enjoy myself, remembering that my yoga teacher always says it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. So I started tasting the bark and the berries, and no, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But I did feel the moss, which is really cool. When you get up higher, it kind of drips water down from the top of the mountains, and it's spongy and different colors. It's just like something in a fairy tale, almost like Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if anybody else was staring at the moss, but I was surely fascinated.
Okay guys, looks like it's straight up here for a little while. Not that path though. We're going this way. I'm starting to come across some wet trails, so as soon as I get up there and take a break, I've got something I need to confess. Okay guys, so here's my confession. These are not hiking boots. See the bottom? They're like all pair of my dress boots or something. Yeah, well, to me they would have been dress boots, but totally flat. Surprised I haven't killed myself. I wasn't going to say anything about it until somebody actually did notice. I did used to have hiking boots, but of course, I decided to buy a nice rucksack instead of buying some nice hiking boots. Guess which one I'd rather have right now. Looks like I'm going up some more.
You know, I did this solo. I met some wonderful people. I met people from Georgia, and I met people from Texas that also had only been on flat terrain. Lodge, you can go almost a mile up to the very highest point, and here's where you get the beautiful view. Supplies are brought in a couple times a week with the llamas, and I was fortunate enough to get to see them. There's 8 llamas that come up and down the mountain a couple times a week. There's no way to drive up there, and also there's a helicopter that drops off supplies about once a month. However, my camera did die before I got to see the llamas. I thought I squeezed off one good photo, but I didn't. But after that, I did get a picture of the mountaintop. So keep watching. Okay, so I want to give you about 10 tips for beginners. If you are experienced, go ahead and comment and tell us some other things that I might have wanted to do, and something that I missed. Number one, though, is to book in advance. The hotels were all booked up. This was during the fall, and I had to stay 2 hours away in Clinton, which was kind of rattling for me to have to drive all that way and find the place and everything. When you get up into the mountains, your GPS isn't really going to work. Number two, you need to choose a trail. If you are physically fit, you're going to be able to do most of these trails. Some people, though, are not used to the altitude, so do what you can. Don't try and overdo it that day. That's another reason why it was kind of fun to go solo. You don't really have anybody waiting on you or copping out or getting tired, wanting to sit down. Number three, stop by the visitor center. You can get a great patch like I got for the trails, and also you can get directions of where to go. Like I said, the GPS isn't going to be working once you get up there. There's also some great merchandise. It's really kind of fun just to stop in there. They don't open until 8 o'clock though, so if you want to get a really early hike, you might want to visit it the day before. Tip number four, eat a good breakfast the morning of your hike. Carbs are good. Number five is to bring battery chargers for your camera and your cell phone. And I had one of these in the car and forgot to bring it up there, and my cell phone died on the way up, and I didn't get a picture of the llamas, and that made me very upset. Also, I didn't pace myself. I was taking pictures all the way up because I had never been on a hike before, and I could have waited and got some really awesome ones up at the top, and whatever was left with my camera, a few at the bottom. Number six goes for saying anybody would have thought of this. Wear good hiking boots. I wasn't really prepared. And number seven is dress in layers. Now that top that I had on, that was pretty warm, but what I did was I brought light clothing. I didn't bring heavy to lighter to lighter. Something like they had was a long sleeve thin shirt like I get at the races. Something like that would have been better, but I had as my second layer, I brought this vest, which is no sleeves, which would have been good. But also my jacket was about the same weight and warmth as the sweater. So instead of the sweater that I was wearing, I could have brought just like a long sleeve shirt. So layers, but layer properly, not the whole thing that's the same material. Number eight for the food, I read a bunch of stuff that said don't bring that much food, which I really think that was wrong. They said too many people come down with a bunch of leftover food. Now, I just brought like all the trail mix and everything. This is leftover. I didn't even eat that much of it. But people were bringing sandwiches, and like when you get to the first cave bluff, you can sit there and eat a sandwich, and you're even going to be hungry up at the top. So I would bring a couple sandwiches. You don't have to bring a huge rucksack like this. I don't suggest it. If you got a couple people going, you can just bring real light sacks. I bought this because I wanted to start doing the rucksack training, and just wanted to try it out on the mountain. Another thing is I brought the one water bottle, and I should have brought two. When I got up to the mountain, they wouldn't let me refill the water bottle, but I did find a place at a well that I could refill it. And also I brought my Yeti full of hot tea, and that was wonderful. That was a great idea. Tip number 9 is just pace yourself. Really enjoy it. Enjoy looking at the flowers and the plants and the trees. I didn't see any deer, but I don't see why they would be on a trail where all these people are when they've got all these thousands and thousands of acres of woods that they could be down below on. Also, it's just wonderful to breathe that fresh mountain air. Most of all, have fun. Tip number 10, get a hotel that has a bathtub or jacuzzi. My hotel only had a shower. So when I got back, I was kind of exhausted, not really from the climb, but from the 2-hour drive that I had to get back to my hotel. So I didn't get to do this part of the video that night, and I waited till I got back home to do the rest of it. This was an awesome hike for my very first time of ever hiking that type of a distance and in the mountains. I really super suggest it for you guys. It was awesome. If nothing else, just go and drive through Pigeon Forge. That is the strangest experience I've ever had, and I'm not going to let on about anything else. I want you to be surprised. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy my pictures. Find your passion and grow with it. Bye.